Okay, now Irene's working on the upper housing section, which includes the bolt, the firing pin housing group, spring housing group, and the receiver cover, along with the gas housing group. As you can see, it's thorough. If you're going to shoot them, you have to clean them. The next step we're going to be doing is we use carburetor cleaner. If you notice, that looks like a piston, which it is. That's very important. What that does is that's the operating group. And the way this weapon works is in the upper part of the barrel is a hole. The hole comes out into the gas receiving group, and this piston is the piston that drives it back. The gases escape, hits the top of this piston, pushes back the spring housing group, therefore it throws out the expended shell and refreshes it with a brand new shell. That's how this works. It's very intricate, but the Ruskies who designed this, AK-47 is Andrew Kolesnikov, was built in 1947, is a far superior weapon than anything I've ever fired in the Marine Corps, other than the M14 and the M60. This weapon will take any abuse you can possibly give it, and I mean anything. I've seen people put ice cream in it, chocolate syrup in it, bacon strips in it, all at the same time, 3 scoops of ice cream, and this son of a bitch will fire off as many rounds as you need to fire it. That's why it's a superb weapon. Plus, if you also know, the AK-47 round is a 308 Kurz, which means short. This has the knockdown power of almost a frickin' hammer in your chest. Never fails. It will take out the enemy at almost 1,000 meters, which is a great shot. Anyways, we'll get back to you later on after she cleans this all up. We're going to show you how we're going to lubricate it, and then she's going to put it all back together for you folks that don't know a damn thing about guns. Okay, so here we are. Now we have Irene's weapon. She's putting it back together. The first thing she's going to start with is the upper gas housing group receiver slash your upper grip. It slides in. It's a new weapon, so she's a little bit pranky. You know how it is when you have a new bride. Then you'll make sure she's locked down. Now Irene's going to continue with the bolt and fire pin housing group, putting those back together. It's a little tricky. See how she rotated it? Now it's locked. Now she's going to insert that in the bottom receiver of the weapon. Now this gets a little tricky. That gas tube's got to go sliding in there, and she's got it upside down. So the problem is those grooves right here. See these grooves, gang? Pull it back. The only way you're going to get that in there, put the film on. The only way you're going to get this in here, because your trigger housing groove is down below here, and it moves up and down, the same thing with this. You have to pull it to the rear. Notice that it goes up and down. Once it goes up and down, you have to slide it forward. That's the trick of this. Now Irene's going to continue with the spring housing group. Notice how it slides in real nice and easy. There you go. Now she's going to continue. This is what we call the dust cover. The weapon will still fire, but this just covers up the top of the receiver to keep out the housing. It's kind of a pain in the ass. If you don't line up right here, show them. If you don't line up right here exactly, this fucker will not go in there. Once it lines up, and it is a pain in the butt. This is the only flaw of the AKs. Then you'll see, notice this. This will always be out. If that's not all the way out, the first time you fire it, this dust cover will come off. So, that being said, Irene's new AK is ready to go. 40 rounds APC, which means armor piercing for you knuckleheads that don't have weapons. By the way, this video isn't for people that don't have weapons because you're too stupid not to have them. What we like about this particular weapon, if Irene can back off, is what I like about this stock is it's a one finger. We had to work on the finger, but if you notice, one finger wraps around your magazine, is ready to go. And if you need to get down at an adversary that's trying to run away from your ass, which he isn't going to, one button, you're up and ready to go. You will not escape this AK, especially with a sure person behind it as my Polish Marina. You will never get away from her, and that's the AK-47. Okay, so now Irene's cleaning her 40 cal. It's a Taurus PT 140 Pro, 14 shot, 40 cal. Shoots a real nasty fucking bullet. Look at that one. Did you want to get hit by that, honey?
No.
I don't think so. Anyways, for you Cali Libbies, no offense, and you people that don't want no guns, this is what it's like to clean a gun. This is what it's like to have a gun to protect you. Because 911 only comes and picks up the pieces, but that's okay. You know, you like Feinstein and the gang. They're all about you, and Obama, that's about you. Anyways, notice the JD? Yeah. And notice the 380s. Guns, ammo, booze, gasoline, and tannerite all mix. It's a fun time. Okay? Just do it in a moderate proportion. Just don't drive and drink and shoot at the same time, okay? Anyways, Irene's cleaning her weapon, and we use Hoppy's number 9, and then we'd like to use the rim oil, which is right here. It's a spray canister. It's been around, rim oil has been around since the 1800s when they were making firearms, Remington. Really good stuff. So what we do is we shoot the Remington oil in our mouth, and we use the JD to lubricate the gun.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. It's the other way around. Anyways, that's why I have a motor mouth, because I drained Remington. So, anyways, we just want to let you know what it's all about, our family and friends, that this is what we do on a rainy Saturday actually, when we've done some shooting and had a good time.
And don't take offense to what he said about you Callies, but y'all think that a steak knife is going to protect you, which it's not.
Right. And you think your state's legislature...
As long as you know how to use it and clean it properly, you won't have a problem.
Right.
Don't be afraid of it.
Right. Keep your finger off the trigger unless you need it. Of course, on the other hand, you got Jerry Brown II, the thumbsucker, you know, that's bleeding you guys dry with all your taxes. Yeah. What I don't understand about everybody is this. We all have to live on a budget, and why can't everybody else? See how it works? Everybody likes to spend your money, but when it comes to their money, they don't like to spend it. Anyways, this is what made America strong. This is how we won the West from the Indians and the Mexicans. And this is how it's going to be at the end. Now, I don't care what way you want to look at it, this is what's going to defend you. Because when the anarchy starts, there's nothing going to be protecting you except this weapon, Jack Daniels, rim oil, and this badass woman right here, who is one AK-47 wielding Polish renegade Spetsnaz Special Forces Marineska. Anyways, have a great day. Okay, so now Irene's working on my 380, little Caltech 380. She's breaking it down. It's kind of a pain in the ass. This little particular, let me do that proper. This particular piece right here If this comes out, it goes in this slide right here. If this comes out and you don't have this piece, the weapon is absolutely worthless. So you have to remember, everything that you take apart on these weapons have got to go back together. This isn't like building a car engine. We got some few bolts laying around. If it doesn't go back together, it will not work, and therefore you're fucked. Anyways, another one of our home up in the Pines for our friends and family that don't like weapons and think they're evil. They're not really evil. It's kind of like owning a lion or a tiger. They're really good as long as you keep feeding them. Once you don't feed them, they're going to eat you. Have a great day.